Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Keto Cooking. Hey, welcome back everybody. Today is Sunday, and the Keto Cook today is going to be doing something simple. It's all about the pork. But first, I'm going to make some of these red bell pepper and some jalapenos. I'm going to roast them off in the smoker also. But that's not for today's dinner. But I just figured I'd do a little extra cooking for the week. Now, today's all about the pork and different ways to make pork and how easy it is to do. Now, this 3 pieces right here, this is from the pork butt. At this place I go to, they slice it. Now, that slices go right up to where the bone is. Now, they sliced it kind of thin, and I thought, this might work out real well with some mushrooms and some bok choy. So, and like I said, they cut it pretty thin. And also now I got a little thicker cut of pork belly. Okay, now this is uncured, unsmoked, and it has that skin on it. Now it's a little thicker. Now, the last one I got, that skin was a little hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off, but I'm going to save it because somebody in the house here likes that. So, hey, got to please everybody. This pork belly also has some bone in it. It has some cartilage in it because it is up close to the ribs. So I'm going to leave them in. And I'm just going to cube these up 1 inch maybe, and then put them into my pot here and toss it around with my pig spice. Now, inside them jars that I have, I usually put some rock salt in, Himalayan rock salt. Okay, that's for a grinder, but I put that in there to keep it from sticking and help shake out a little bit easier. So here's the rock salt right there. Now I'll grind that up myself also in my grinder for my salt shakers and stuff. Okay, I'm going to toss this up, and that's going to go on to the rack to go into the smoker with a little bit of hickory, and also between 275 and 300. Now, like I said, now this is for during the week for different different recipes or different dinners I'm going to make. So I'll put a little bit of olive oil on, rub it in, pretty self-explanatory. I'll put my minced garlic. Now, I buy garlic in bulk, and I'll put it in vacuum sealed bags. I'll put it in the freezer. When I need it, I'll take it out and run it through the grinder, my little blender, and there you go with the minced garlic. I'll store that in the refrigerator in some olive oil. Stays for a long time. I love the smell of this. Boy, I tell you what, the peppers were good. And there again, at this one store, they were fairly cheap. Paying through the nose for it. Now, there's Tommy Spice. Tommy Spice happens to be salt, pepper, granulated garlic, granulated onion. That's my go-to. And that's what I put on the pork. Here's the pork belly. I'm going to turn them into burnt ends, just as a snack. Now, I also picked up some bok choy, fairly cheap, 6 in a bag for $2 and change, and also shiitake mushrooms. Now, I tell you what, to find shiitake mushrooms in a conventional store, they're very expensive. In a specialty store, I picked up shiitakes and oyster mushrooms, and I think they were a pound for, I think it was $3 and change. Can't beat it. So, and also very healthy for you, especially if you're doing keto. It's a great filler. Now, into the pan, I have some butter, naturally, and some of my garlic. Now, I'll toast that up a little bit. There again, don't want to burn it. And to the pan, I'm going to be adding some avocado oil. That keeps the butter tempered. And now I add my mushrooms in. There again, shiitakes and oyster. Great flavor they give off themselves. Now I'm going to get ready to slice up the pork. Pork is done. You see I'll stack them one on top of the other one, and then I'll slice it. I'll make these fairly thin slices. There you see me putting it into the pan. I tell you what, the aromas are like, wow. I'm surprised I didn't pick the whole pan apart. Now, there's my Bragg's soy I use. That's the cleanest one you can buy. A lot of people stay away from soy, and I understand that. I'm okay with it. I have no problems. But you can use anything else. You know, if you're not diabetic, you can use oyster sauce or hoisin sauce, whatever you want to add to it. You don't have to add anything to it because the flavors are like, wow. Now, bok choy in. I split the bok choy up. Now, people say you use a lot of bok choy. Well, you know what? It's fairly cheap and very healthy for you. And there again, it doesn't have a strange taste. So, just gives you that green filler in there, and actually pretty good. Spin it around. The aromas right now are off the chart. I mean, God almighty. I could probably sit down and do that whole pan right there myself, but I got some lady looking at me. All right. Let's try a little piece of that pork. Damn, it's good. Boy, I could do that all day long. Now, burnt ends are done. Now I'm going to sauce these up a little bit. And I'm going to be using my GUs, sugar-free. This thing's only 2 carbs per serving, and a serving is 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to add probably 2 tablespoons to this, spin it around a little bit. And I'm going to add this to the dinner, but this is mainly later on for something to pick at, you know what I mean? Not really, really good also. Now, I took these to the level where, not overly done, but they had a nice crunch to it. Plating this up. Now, for 2 people, you can't go wrong. This dish probably was $12. And that was for everything, including the peppers and stuff that we're not having today. So, you got to shop around and make sure that you're getting good nourishment for a good price also. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it really looks good. The tastes were phenomenal. I urge you to do this because you know what? It's very low carb, very keto friendly. And you know what? Look at that. There's the bone right there. And what Julia Child used to say, bone in her teeth. No, wait a minute. What'd she say? No, bone in her teeth. No, bone of a teeth. That's what it was. Okay, let's give this a little try here. Well, I got to tell you, thank you for watching. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. I love it. So, thanks for watching. Tune in next time to Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook.